I didn't get to say goodbye. And she said, "Oh, honey, I'll see you tomorrow." I said, "I know, Mom, but I just want you to know I love you." She said, "I love you too."
It's so important that we take the time to make these changes.
Yes, this is a big deal. It's huge. It is huge to change all the tubings in all the hospitals. There's a reason for it. This can't happen.
My name is Tricia. I've been a registered nurse for 32 years, mostly in the areas of critical care. Of course, always focusing on quality care in a very safe environment. On June 5th of 2012, my mom went into an outpatient surgery center to have carpal tunnel surgery done. My mother had the procedure done under a local, no general anesthetic, came into the recovery room. The nurse took the line from the blood pressure monitor, and instead of inserting it into the cuff, she inserted it into a port of my mother's IV. This particular blood pressure machine, when you hit the button, would attempt 3 times to get a blood pressure reading before it would give up. So the large amount of air that would have entered into the cuff to create a reading went into my mother's bloodstream 3 times. That explains why she was gone within a minute of arrival, because she just died from a very massive air embolus, and that explained her terrible presentation in the emergency room.
My name is Johanna back, and our daughter was on the receiving end of a tubing misconnection in 2006. She was born at 30 weeks. She has Down syndrome and duodenal atresia, so she already had some issues, plus she needed to have an open heart surgery. She was in the NICU for a while. While in the NICU, a nurse attached her G-tube line to her IV line. When the nurse realized her mistake, she yanked out all of the tubing, and I'll never forget how she looked that day. They didn't think she was going to make it. They finally got some lines in, and they just did all they could do to support her. It took 3 days on life support, but she did make it through. We were very lucky that she did make it through, because most people don't make it when this happens to them.
My name's Glenda Rogers. I've been an OB nurse for 26 years. My daughter Robin was 35 weeks pregnant when she was admitted to the hospital with nausea, vomiting, dehydration, and pain. The doctors caring for her had decided that she needed to be transferred to a higher level of care, but before they would transfer her, they wanted to check on the baby. They did the ultrasounds and checked, and there was no heartbeat, and we had to tell Robin that the baby had died. Before the transfer was completed, Robin also died.
On her IV pole, there was a bag of, the best way I can describe it is it looked like a melted chocolate milkshake. A big bag, like 2,000 liters. And on every corner of that bag, it had not for IV use. And it was hooked to her PICC line. The tubing was compatible with the PICC line, so there was no trouble hooking it up. She started it at 11 o'clock to run at 200 an hour. It wasn't discovered until 5 o'clock that night.